Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. I want to jump right in here because I don't want to make this a long one. I actually just made a video on this topic and it was about 25 minutes long, and I was just like, I don't want to make it long. I just want to jump right into it. I do want to start off by saying thank you for clicking on this video. This is a agree to disagree type video, so please don't be negative in my comment section. I would greatly appreciate that, because if you are, I'm just gonna ignore it or whatever, and you probably get blocked. Either or, don't know. But yeah, because it's one of those topics where I really feel like people just need to agree to disagree. Because you can't force your opinion on nobody else. So, pro-life or pro-choice, what am I? Well, let me tell you this. I've been faced with whether to have an abortion before. Have I ever had an abortion? No. Have I been faced and thought about it? Yes. I've had 2 pregnancies. One, I carried my daughter full term and she passed at 4 months. The second pregnancy, I had a miscarriage. My first pregnancy, I was given an option to have an abortion, being that I learned that my daughter would be born with a heart condition called hyperplastic left heart syndrome, which is where the left side of your heart doesn't develop all the way. So she would have to undergo 3 surgeries, one right at birth, one at 1 year old, one at 2, and one at 3, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how it went, or it was like 1, 3, and 5. It was something like that. Anyways, and it was also a chance that, you know, oh, she won't be able to do all the little activities that other kids do because, you know, it's a heart problem. You don't want to be out here, you know, playing basketball or something, running track or stuff like that, or you might not live to see, you know, a long life or whatever. So yes, I was faced with that, and I was given an option to have an abortion. I clearly chose not to, and I chose to bring my child into this world. So for me, myself, I'm pro-life for myself. I can't see myself having an abortion unless I was like raped, or if I was also faced again with the situation of a possibility that my child would not have a full normal life, healthy life, you know. With that being said, I probably would, if I was given the option again. I wouldn't go back and change what happened in the past, but if it was to happen in the future and I was given an option, I probably would choose to have an abortion. Yes, I would. If I was raped, I think I would choose to have an abortion. As you hear me say, I would choose. You shouldn't be able to take a choice away from a woman, because that's that woman's personal choice. No, I do not believe in women having abortion all because they out here living a reckless life and they just have an abortion like it's nothing. That I'm against. But if you just happen to have that one slip up and you realize that you're not ready, you realize that you wouldn't be a great mother, whatever your reasonings may be, and it's that one time you decide to go and do it, you should be free to do that. Now, women, I know there are some women out there that probably have multiple abortions. Stuff like that, I don't agree with. I just feel like you need to get your life together and you need to make better decisions and protect yourself from getting pregnant. But to make it a law in certain states that abortion is against the law, and if you get pregnant, you have to carry this child and you have to have this child and you have to bring this child into this world, is total nonsense. It's ridiculous, especially when I see kids every day that mother bring that child into this world, and guess what? They're a crappy mother. They mistreat their kids. They give them up for adoption. Y'all act like people give people up for adoption and they get adopted. That's not always the case. Let's stop playing like it is. A lot of kids end up in the system. A lot of kids end up in the system. So, especially a lot of us, black, let's be honest, and just end up in the system. And guess what? You already know most people or whatever that do the little foster care thing usually do stuff like that for all the wrong reasons, for the money. They don't really care about the kids, so these kids end up being mistreated, abused, molested, just all this stuff. So yes, I would say, hey, if a woman want to make the choice to abort that child before it's here, then to bring it into the world and subject that child to all that stuff, go for it. I'm sorry, go for it. But I'm not gonna put my beliefs on nobody else. Like I said, for me, I would say I'm more so on the lines of being pro-life. For somebody else, I feel like a woman should have the choice to choose for herself, and nobody else should be able to tell her what she can and cannot do. There's so much more I can say on this situation, but I don't want to go into full details. I just wanted to share that opinion, my opinions and thoughts on that. A lot of people who are like, oh my gosh, you have an abortion and there's women out there who can't have kids and this, and I'm just like, I don't see you with not one foster child. I don't see you with not one adopted child. So shut up. If you're not out here trying to help with the problem, then you are part of the problem. Okay? So therefore, don't preach on being pro-life, but you ain't out here adopting no kids. You ain't out here fostering no kids. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So just hush, please, just hush. To be honest, like, that's how I feel. Yes, there's women out here who can't have kids, and women like me who just at a point now where I'm scared to even try again, because it's like I don't want to have to go through the experience of what I've been through before. But do I want to go out and adopt a kid? Not really. Do I want to go out here and foster a kid? Thought about it, but then again, I'm like, not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people want their own, and if they can't have their own, they don't. You know, that sounds harsh, but you know, it's nothing like having your own or whatever. So just because I get pregnant don't mean I should be made to bring this child into this world if I know that I can't be the best that I can be for that child. Look at what's going on in the world right now. Like, I done seen, and within the last 2 months, kids being abused, killed, just all this stuff. So that's what you're okay with, all because you want to be pro-life, or God said it's a sin and blah 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 to kill and blah 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 blah, but God says it's a sin to lie, but you over there doing it though. I hate when, you know, a lot of Christians like to, yes, let me go back, I believe in God. Yes, I do. However, I ain't one who's gonna sit here and act like I'm without sin. I'm not gonna sit here and try to condemn you for your sin as if I'm not over here sinning differently than you. I'm not gonna do that. A lot of people over here talking about some, oh my gosh, they want to throw God in the midst, but you ain't talking about God when you over there sinning, when you over there lying, and you over there cheating, and you over there doing all these other things that's really considered a sin, but you're not speaking on that though. So I need us to really just pipe down, learn to mind our business, and not put our decisions and our beliefs and all this stuff onto somebody else. The fact that they're making this into a law in states is beyond me. I don't think it's right. I don't think I feel like it's gonna create a bigger problem. But yeah. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So, to sum it up, I am pro-life for myself. However, if I did have another pregnancy and I was faced with something medical, whether it was for me or for my unborn child, I would probably have an abortion. I wouldn't want to have to go through an experience of miscarrying again. I wouldn't have to go through an experience of possibly burying my child again. If I was raped, I definitely, no questions asked, I definitely would want to have an abortion, and no woman should be forced to carry a child if those things come about. No woman should be forced to carry a child if she knows she ain't no good. And I hate to say no good, but let's be honest, everybody's not meant to be a mother. I'm just sorry. Everybody's not meant to be a mother. Yeah, and I'm just gonna leave that at that, because this video can end up like being an hour long, and I'm not gonna do that. Feel free to comment if you want to comment. I'm not going to comment back, just let you know, because I know this is a touchy thing, so I can hear people probably being negative or whatever. That's not going to faze me. You'll probably just get deleted and blocked if you're negative. If you want to put out your opinions in a healthy way, feel free to do so. I'm open to that. I'm a very open-minded person. And I like to see and hear other people's viewpoints, but don't try to pressure me into changing my mind or how I feel. Don't tell me I'm wrong for feeling how I feel. Don't do any of that. And a lot of people who love to talk about how they, you know, believe X, Y, and Z, just because you've never been faced with a decision where you could possibly go against what you felt that you believed. And like I said, the reason why I stand firm on what I believe is because I've been faced with given the option of having an abortion. And I chose not to. So, yeah. Anyways, that's my take on that. And I'm going to end it because I don't want to get carried away like I did with the last recording. So, until next time, you guys. Peace, love, and blessings. Oh, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.